Hi everybody, Miss Elaineous here and welcome back to my channel. This is where I take you to see offbeat and quirky tourist attractions. In other words, hidden gems that you wouldn't necessarily know about unless you had someone like me poking you in the right direction. Today I've been to the Phoenix Garden, which is in the West End of London. Yes, you heard that right, a garden that sits in the West End of London. There used to be 7 like this, but nowadays, sadly, there's only the one. It's right behind the Phoenix Theatre, it's close to Charing Cross Road, and it's not far from Cambridge Circus. And, to use a cliche, it is a real oasis of calm. Its name really suits it, as it has risen from the ashes, or rather the rubble, to be what it is today. Come and take a walk in my shoes and we'll go for a look around. We'll see a swing, we'll see a pond, and we'll see a rather fetching pink wheelbarrow. Do give me a like, subscribe to my channel and click on the notifications bell. I will see you in the video. Come on, let's go.
100,000 green fly equals 1 blue tit. There are quirky references on the benches, and this one serves as a reminder that blue tits keep the green fly population down, negating the need for chemical fertilisers. Do finches like to play in this hanging contraption? They've been spotted in the garden too. We are starting our wander through at the back end of the garden. Although you can't hear the sounds of traffic, I can hear builders nearby. It's still a peaceful space though. If I worked around here, I'd want to pop in every day. The garden is free to enter and their website says it's open from dawn till dusk. If you want to visit, your nearest tube station is Tottenham Court Road. This community garden was established in 1984 and is a registered charity funded through donations and grants. I love this shocking pink wheelbarrow. It adds a real splash of colour. I'm going to guess that it was donated by cosmetics firm Benefit. Shocking pink is one of my favourite colours. The garden was established on land that had once been in use as a car park. The car park itself stood on the site of a World War II bombing. Before that, the site was the place of homes and even a pub. I like worms and woodlice, this bench dictates. Before 2016 re-landscaping, the garden had, sadly, been used as a fly tipping site. The garden has little nooks and crannies, and I love this mural on the building overlooking the garden. It's simple but effective. Compacted rubble and earth had to be removed before re-landscaping could begin. Rubble was passed through a mini crusher by volunteers, as building waste removal is incredibly costly. The crushed rubble was used to construct raised flower beds and wheelchair and pram-friendly paths. The pretty pond and the garden apparently houses the West End's only frog population. Can you spot any? I couldn't. As you'd expect, the garden was designed with one eye on sustainability. A 20-year lease on the land was signed in 2015, following 9 years of negotiations, so the garden's safe from being sold off to developers. For now. A larger nook, and the garden is thick with trees and shrubs. The plants are for sale, and here's your price list. Do check out my blog, there's lots of lovely photos on there, plus more info. Off to another little nook to the side. Some of the plants are clearly labelled so that you know what you're looking at. The garden was able to be redesigned with the new community building you can see here replacing a mice-infested concrete shed after receiving a £300,000 grant. This multi-purpose building was completed in 2016 and was designed by architect Gurmeet Sayan. Do excuse my knuckle floating into focus. The charity is run from here. It hosts community and education workshops, and it can also be hired for corporate events and other occasions such as birthdays. You can even get married here if you so wish, as the garden is a registered Camden wedding venue. This battered horsey was my favourite object in the garden, and I like the way the odds and sods that had been contaminating the garden have been put to practical and decorative use. We're right by the gate, and here's the entrance sign. If you get married here, a gazebo can be erected over the grassy section to extend the space and offer shelter for your guests. Please excuse me sniffing in the background. I had a stinking cold. Another look round here at the planters, and plants are being propagated in this mini greenhouse. There's a dismembered mannequin over there, but I don't think I've shown you a good enough view. So I'll show you a photo instead. Every garden needs a dead body. You've got a bird bath just before the horse's head and a swing chair over to the right. I had a go on that as I always wanted one of those when I was a kid. It couldn't actually go that far back because the fence was in the way. Maybe that's a good thing. One final gulp back and I will leave you there.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment telling me what you thought. It costs you nothing and you'll be helping me out enormously. I've been to other gardens as well, such as the Curve Garden, which is in Dalston, and a couple of gardens in Hampstead, and I will leave the links on the last page. Do give me a like, subscribe to my channel and click on the notifications bell. Come and see me soon for another miscellaneous adventure. Until next time, ta-ta for now.